And we're back in the room once again, ladies and gentlemen, joined today once again by a television legend. Guess who's back? Back again. Sarah's back. Tell a friend. Yes, you've seen her on Blue Peter. You've seen her on Going Live. You've seen her on Ghost Watch. You've even seen her on This Morning. Now you were seeing her once again on the Caiman Show. Give it up for my friend and yours, Sarah Greene. How are you, my dear? Are you okay?
Hey! I feel I should run on down a big wide staircase and go into a shiny floor studio to see you. But one day, Caiman, the trouble is, sweetheart, you can't shake me off, can you? I keep like a bad penny on your show. No, I made the request to talk to you today. I'll be quite honest, because there's something I want to tell you about. And I thought, who do I speak to get the word out there? There's only one man. It's Caiman.
Oh, God bless you. You do say the nicest things. I tell you what.
I do my best, sweetheart. No, I do.
That's absolutely fabulous. That is.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. You've been keeping okay?
Yes, look what I've got behind me. Can you see my cushion here?
Carry on. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Representing.
Yeah. Now that was a present from a lovely lady called Anwyn Jones, who is the director of the charity that I'm a patron of, Target Ovarian Cancer, and she gave me that as a present. So I have that in the heart of the. Yeah, welcome to my world. Look,
brilliant. Yeah,
studio here.
Fantastic.
Studio. So can I launch in and tell you, because this
is let's go. So we're talking London Open Gardens show, Saturday the 12th. Over to you. Let's play.
Well, that's it. You've said it. That's it, really. No.
Stole your thunder.
No, not a bit. Not a bit. I'm all for that. Yes. So every year, I mean, I grew up really close to the middle of London, and for the first 6 years of my life, I'm the eldest, so it's just mum, dad, and me. We lived in a little flat at the top of quite an old London house. No garden or anything, but I felt that I had all the gardens in the world because of what we call the lungs of London, all the green spaces, all the parks. I honestly thought when I was little that Regent's Park belonged to me. I had my own rose garden, and best of all, I had my own big pond with boats on it.
Fantastic.
I had my own theatre. It had everything in it. And this was my garden, and I learned all the names of the trees and the names of the flowers, and so I have a very special connection to London green spaces and parklands. And every year in London there's a special event run by the London Gardens Trust, who you mentioned, which is a charity. They get no funding from taxes or government or anything. They run it as a charity. They are there to protect London's green spaces, to make sure they don't get built on, trampled on, looked after, the upkeep of them, and to promote really a love of the outdoors in London. And we know, don't we? I mean, even if you don't live in London, wherever you've lived, you know how precious that outdoor space time has been over this last year, particularly.
Oh, absolutely.
Really
yeah.
Before. Well, ironically, of course, what they haven't been able to do for the last 2 years is their big major fundraising event, which is when they open up all these secret gardens in London, which are normally not open to the public. They open them up so we can all go and have a good nose around. And I've done this in the past because, as you know, I'm a very nosy person. And I love gardens. And so, it kills two birds with one stone, and there I go, except it's not been possible the last couple of years. So what they've done, they have made an event online. So it's a virtual London Open Gardens Day, or for us, it's a 90-minute program.
Brilliant.
Going out from 5, I must get this right now, 5:30 we start, finishing at 7 p.m. And how you can get onto this is go to www.londongardenstrust.org, and that's all the details of how you can watch and join. Now, You have to pay to watch. It's not a big amount of money. It's either £8 or £10, I think. But all that money goes to the charity. If you don't get to see it on Saturday, don't worry. It's available, I think, for the next month, actually. And there are 16 secret gardens that you get to see that you just wouldn't normally get to see. Everything from, if ever you've been through London on a bus, you might have seen, if you've gone down from Trafalgar Square down the Strand.
Yeah.
There's an amazing building there called Coutts Bank, a very posh bank. I mean, it's too posh for me.
I know it.
Again, I wouldn't go through the doors. I certainly wouldn't get up as far as the roof, where the executive chef of Coutts Bank has got a massive vegetable garden, orchard, fruits, herbs, everything you can imagine. And he is called Peter Fiore, and he's a real London character. As he says, he's East End born, Italian raised.
Aha.
Perfect combination for being executive chef.
I'd say.
He's coming into the studio, but he's also taking us on a tour around his secret garden up there, where there are 18,000 different types of plants up there. 18,000.
Wow.
I mean, I thought they'd made a mistake with that, and they haven't. It's, I thought they put an extra nought on or something. They haven't. From that, which is stunningly new, modern, cutting edge, right to the oldest gardens in London that go back to the Knights Templar, right back near the Inns of Court on the banks of the Thames, and secret gardens hidden away behind Southwark Cathedral. And, it's just fascinating. If you're interested in any of that, I would love you to join me on Saturday. And if not, tune in, when you can. But all the dosh goes to a good cause, because I think it's not just about Londoners, it's about the visitors. And if the news is anything to go by, we're going to be seeing more visitors over the coming months here to London, people who would normally maybe go away, go abroad. If you're not a Londoner, then come and visit and enjoy these sites for yourself when we can. But in the meantime, you get to see it all on Saturday.
Fantastic stuff. And that's £8 to £10 you said to watch?
I think it's either 8 or 10, and I'm so sorry, but let's say 10, and then you won't be disappointed if it's 8.
Exactly. 8 will just be an added bonus then.
All the money goes to the charity. That's the thing.
Brilliant stuff. Well, there we are. Don't be tight, guys. Get involved. Dip your hands in your pockets. £8 to £10. It's not going to break the bank, is it? Get involved.
We'll have a lot. It's all interactive. So, you can send in pictures of your garden or your window box or your whatever, the daisy that you've grown on the grass that shouldn't be there. Daisy's on the grass. I mean, it's interactive as well. So you can actually join in as it's happening too.
Brilliant stuff. That's excellent.
Thank you so much, Caiman, for letting me do that.
No worries at all. It's great.
Something that I care about. I do care about it, and I'm a bit crazy about gardens that aren't actually in gardens. I love when people use bits of their rooftops and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really exciting, and we all need a bit of an escape every now and again.
Definitely. Well, especially now after the year and a half we've had, it's well needed, But excellent. Well, Amy and I shall certainly tune in, Sarah. It'd be rude not to.
How's that gorgeous girl of yours?
Oh, she's lovely. She's doing good. Yeah, she's a portrait artist, So she's doing really well.
I saw because I'm following her now.
Of course.
I saw her work. It's absolutely beautiful. Really.
She's keeping really busy at the moment.
Talented couple you are.
Well, I get by, and all the talents with her, I just make it up as I go along, pretty much. But that's what I'm good at,
So that's a talent in and of itself.
It is, yeah.
Especially when you're doing this, especially when you're broadcasting, Caiman. So that's a major talent,
It's all good stuff. It's all good fun. So, do you say for this show, have you been filming in the lead up to it as well?
Yes,
How's that gone?
I haven't. They haven't let me out there, but the filming has been. They had a short window of time to be able to film these 16 areas of London, and I have to say that the guy who's been in charge of the filming side of it and everybody's doing this for now. This is all going. I just hasten to add, because I'm about to say they are of a tremendous quality. I mean, they really are beautiful films. And we're so lucky to have him, a guy called Steve Milton, who I worked with a long, long time ago in filming in Malta.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, filming in Malta for a travel thing that we were doing. And yes, he is really, he's done a great job on these films that will go into it. So it's, you know, I've got to live up to, what was I saying yesterday? I was trying to explain that having seen the films, they're like jewels, they're like little
Yeah.
jewels. And I really hope that what we do on Saturday, you know, the studio part of it, is a suitable crown to put them, because they really are fun.
I'm sure it'll complement it, whatever you're doing. I dare say, hey, Sarah, whatever you touch turns to gold. Come on, let's be honest here. So you've mentioned 16 areas.
Yes,
You know what I'm going to ask you now. Are these under wraps? Are they surprises for the weekend, or are you allowed to give us any little hints?
You reminded me of something else, actually. I have to be a bit careful what I say, because some of the we've got a quiz going through the show, and I'm trying to word this properly, so I'm not giving away the answers. There are two things. We've got a quiz, then we've got a separate competition, and the competition has a really nice prize attached to it. The quiz is more fun, but you know, people can still get quite competitive with the quiz.
Oh yeah. So you
So
haven't seen Amy.
Yeah, well, she might want to weigh in on this, but obviously the quiz, it's all very well as asking questions about the gardens in London, but that really only applies if you, so all the quiz questions are related to the films.
Okay, excellent.
But I can tell you that we've got, as I say, I told you about the Coots Skyline Bank garden that we've got. We've got the intriguing one, I think, is the one that's in the Inns of Court. And I hadn't realized, I always knew growing up that was where all the barristers are based in London. And you get a lot of crime dramas, you know, with little scenes there, don't you? But I didn't quite realize it's the home to the Knights Templar, the Crusaders. You know,
amazing.
All those Da Vinci Code type stories start. You know, all those theories about the fact that it was the Knights of the Round Table, all those things. So that's all based there. So there's a very special atmosphere in that area of London. We go there. We're also going to, now you've got me, amazing roof gardens. As I say, I'm crazy about roof gardens, but these are community roof gardens that anyone can go and get their hands dirty, grow vegetables, grow plants, help each other. There's a lot of that. It's very therapeutic gardening, and it's now being used as a therapy to help people who are facing certain challenges in their life. And we go into that in quite a lot of detail in a couple of the films as well. And there are gardens where there are children, and there's an area of London called the Barbican. I don't know if you've ever been there.
The Barbican, whereabouts is that?
The Barbican is in the City of London, and it was built during the 1960s on the land that had been left really by the rubble of the Blitz 20 years earlier during the war. And what they did, they used it as an opportunity to really change the architecture of that area of London. And it is what is kindly described as brutalist architecture. It is very concretey, very geometric. Not everybody loves it. Some people adore it. And it's flats, homes. There's a Barbican Centre with a really good concert hall there. Not a place you'd associate with gardens and wildlife. But it is to be found there.
Awesome stuff.
We have a couple of stories coming from there as well. So, I mean, it is, and we have some quite spiritual gardens that are on the top of a couple of areas in King's Cross. There's a very spiritual garden that we're going to. There's the Ismaili Centre in South Kensington, all up on the roof there, which again, a lot of people won't realize that they can visit. They aren't necessarily private gardens, but they just haven't ever been through the doors to get up there onto the roof. So we're taking you up there for a taster, so that when you come to London, or if you're in London, you know it's the number 14 bus, and you can get off and go up, and
job done. Giving a little guidance on them as well. Then these little hidden jewels.
So what I'm trying to convey is that there's a real cross section that we're covering.
Brilliant stuff. It sounds awesome. You're obviously very passionate about it as well. You can see the passion of gardening flowing through your veins there as well, Sarah. Amazing.
Catchphrase: may all your fingers be green ones. Yeah.
Fantastic. No, that's awesome. Well, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So with you involved, I dare say it will. So that's 5.
You're such a Welsh charmer.
Well, so I'm told.
You're such a charmer. Yeah.
You said that to me on Twitter. It's all good, but I mean it as well. All jokes aside, I'm sure it'll be awesome. So that's 5:30 till 7 p.m. on Saturday. So the website again, remind us of the website.
www.londongardenstrust.org.
londonsgardentrust.org. We'll chuck a link in the description here as well.
Londongardenstrust.org. Listen, if you put that in, it'll take you to the right place.
Fantastic. I'll pop it in the description for everyone as well now then, so everyone can tune in. So that's the London Open Garden Show from the London Open Garden Trust this Saturday, 12th of June, 5:30 till 7 p.m. There's a quiz. And there's also a competition. You did mention a good prize. Are we allowed to know what it is yet, or is that under wraps?
No, let me tell you now, because it's gorgeous.
Oh, go on.
Hamper from, okay, you have to guess. In London, if you're going to London and you've got the best hampers in the whole world, I'll give you a clue. The initials are F and M, Fortnam and Mason's.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
I want to win it, really.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. Brilliant stuff. Well, guys, you're first. There's a beautiful hamper to be won. Get involved. Don't be a tight ass. Dip your hands in your wallets. Dip your hands in your purses. 8 to 10 pounds. You can't go wrong. Get involved. Link will be in the description. Absolutely fantastic. Anything else going on at the moment, Ms. Greene?
Oh God. Well, yes. There's so much going on at the moment. This is very hot off the press.
Oh, exclusive.
Well, it is actually. It is.
Yes.
If my right hand woman at work gets a sense that I'm giving this away, she'll go nuts. But no, I will.
Don't tell if you don't.
Well, okay. So that my day job is pretending to run, because Monica runs it really. But I just make sure all the money comes. I make sure we get paid and we pay the people we have to pay.
That's important.
Flying TV, aerial filming, helicopters and drones and fixed wings and everything. Anyway, we have been so flipping busy, for which I am really grateful. Thanks, Mike. I know that probably making
God bless him.
Happening. But on Friday, and this was planned before. Do you follow the Grand Prix at all?
So I wouldn't say I follow. I'll watch it normally if it's on at the pub on a Sunday afternoon or what have you. I'll tune in then. So I have a vague idea of what's going on and who's involved.
Okay, between you and me, I mean, I'm a bit of a petrol head. But Formula One over the last few years, and I sound like an old git now, it's a little bit monotonous, a bit processional, a little bit. We know who's going to come first.
Yeah,
they're driving that particular car and all the rest of it. Last Sunday, everything got turned on its head, and Perez won in the Red Bull at I was going to say Afghanistan. It's not.
I don't think it was.
Azerbaijan. Yeah, that would be anyway.
That's more like it. That'd be an interesting race.
It could work quite well. Anyway, yes. So Perez won, and weeks ago we had set up, prior to the Silverstone Grand Prix, we normally do a really smashing film for them. A couple of years ago, it was David Coulthard and who else? 2 other presenters crisscross flying the route with Spitfires. Not Spitfires. With Spitfires involved. This year, it was, we are going to be down at Goodwood filming on Friday. We are filming Sergio Perez, just coincidentally, that was already set up.
Oh, was it?
So he was going to get the best win of his whole career on Sunday, but we are filming him in the Formula One car on the ground, racing a Spitfire overhead.
Oh, incredible.
We're filming all the air-to-air shots and the air-to-ground shots. So that's going on. And then in the other side of life, my beloved's son is doing his first race at Snetterton racetrack in Norfolk in the John Cooper Works mini challenge.
Excellent.
So that they're all building up to that. I'm building up to Gardens. In the meantime, there's Spitfires and Formula One cars. So yeah, it's a bit of lots of plates being spun.
Yeah, that's it. Lots of fingers, lots of pies. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. Well, be careful not to spread yourself too thin, but keep doing what you're doing.
No chance of that, darling.
Oh, nonsense. You look beautiful. Come off it. Nah, hey, I wish you all the best with everything on Saturday. I'm sure it will go swimmingly well. Amy and I are gonna hook up. We're gonna get involved in that. We're gonna have a little look-see with a little glass of wine, no doubt. Maybe even two or three.
Several would be good, I think.
You know, it makes sense. It goes together. Doesn't it? Gardens and wine. It's the thing, you know. Gardens and grapes.
You're a man after my own heart. I will, if only I could have a glass, but I can't when I'm doing that. Really, not very professional.
Just
so I will
keep it on chill.
It's going to be there for afterwards, though. That's for sure.
Fantastic. Well, you enjoy it, Sarah. You enjoy it, as I'm sure you will.
Thank you, darling.
Excellent stuff. Well, with that said, I'll leave you get on with your day.
Okay.
Thank you for popping on and sharing that with us again.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Hey, always. God bless you. Lovely to see you again. And back at you. I'll see you soon. You fabulous person, you.
It's gorgeous.
Take it easy, Sarah. Sarah Greene, everybody. Woohoo!
Thank you. See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.